Hi, I'm Tanner Faust, driver of the Rockstar Energy Global Rallycross Beetle, and you're watching ARS-TV.
Hi, I'm Wayne Carini, and you're watching ARS-TV.
Shout out to ARS-TV in the building. Deuces.
On this episode of ARS-TV, we travel to Wisconsin for the first annual Motor Mania show. Next, we stop by and see the latest project updates at Schwartz Performance. All this and more on this episode of ARS-TV.
I'm John Bagley with Motor Mania Shows and Events over here in West Bend, Wisconsin today at our Builders Showcase.
And tell us about Motor Mania.
Okay, so Motor Mania is an event that we created, actually business and industry, we created in 2019 to kind of bring the industries all together here. So we have, everybody knows you have different genres of cars, from the old hot rodders to the newer imports to everything else, cars, bikes, motorcycles, but everybody's got their separate events. So I started Motor Mania to bring it all together. I brought aboard my good friends John and Mike and everybody, and we formed this great community now where they all show up together. As you can see from my showcase today, we've got anything from the 57 Chevy behind you, from Traffic Jam Speed Shop, all the way over to Charisma Customs McLaren in the corner. So everybody's here, everybody's enjoying everything, so that's what Motor Mania is. We bring everybody together. Anything with a motor and a heartbeat, we love it, that's what we do. So you can check us out this year. We've got another event coming up in June. That's our second annual here Motor Mania event over at Washington County Fairgrounds. That is June 25th, 26th, and 27th. That's over, we have got 150 acres rented out here with show cars, burnout pits, live bands for 3 days. And then we take a little break and we go out, then we move to September, Labor Day weekend. And we have Motor Mania Takes Over the Mile at State Fair Park. And that's got another burnout pit, show cars. We don't know about the bands yet on that one, but we do have 400-foot street drags. We'll be at that one too. You can check us out at MotorManiaRoadhouse.com. Follow us on Facebook at the Motor Mania page, and we also follow us on Twitter and on, what else do we got? TikTok, Twitter, all that stuff. So we got it all. So check us out. All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Robert Yankee with Traffic Jam Speed Shop. Also the Wisconsin General for the Pharaohs Car Club. Here at Motor Mania 2021. And I'd like to welcome you all here down to this wonderful car show that John and John has put together. We're down here with 4 cars. Our crew is down here having a great, wonderful time. We brought 4 fantastic cars down here for the show. Our crew is down here. Dennis, shop manager, Jack is down here. Come on down.
Would be great.
We brought down our 57 Chevy Gasser, been a Gasser since the 60s. We brought down a 1960s Don Long chassis, small block Chevy. We have our 57 Jeep Gasser, and we also have our Henry J. Gasser down here as well. We are located in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Traffic Jam Speed Shop. We've been together building cars for the past 30 years. We've been around for quite a long time. We do everything from full-blown restorations all the way through gasser and race cars. We also are the leading chapter, #1 chapter for the Pharaohs. Pharaohs have been together since 1948. So if you want to become a member for the Wisconsin Pharaohs, you could give us a call and join us. We'd be more than happy to have you join and become a member for the Pharaohs. We also have a website, Wisconsin Traffic Jams. You can join us in either one and contact us through either one. We have a couple of websites on Facebook, Traffic Jam Speed Shop LLC and Traffic Jam Speed Shop.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fire it up. Welcome to the Washington County Fairgrounds 2021 Motor Mania. We're here with Schwartz Performance. Behind me you've got the 48 Ford Woody that we've upgraded chassis and engine drivetrain on a nice restored solid wood California car. Making a Coyote with a Rouse Supercharger and a 6-speed, making 560 horse to the rear wheels. Again with the Schwartz G-Machine chassis. It's going to be a real interesting ride for those California canyon roads. So alongside the Woody today you see the 72 GMA body chassis with the red-eye Hellcat engine. Interesting combination, going to a customer in California, putting a 72 Cutlass body on there. Should be a real interesting ride. Next to that, we've got the 71 Skylark GSX. Full custom build in our shop, featuring an LS7, 6-speed, full custom interior. Again, a Schwartz G-Machine chassis, along with forged line wheels and bare brakes. It's a real interesting build. Come check it out. For more information, you can see us at www.schwartzperformance.com. Check out our website. You can price out chassis and see our builds.
Hi, Mike Waltenberry, owner of Custom Made Performance, Berlin, Wisconsin. Have an interesting build here. 1955 F350 one-ton pickup truck. It's actually a pretty rare truck. Not a lot of them around. The farmers got them, and most of them used them up. There's very few of these around. And we, started with that, went from scratch from there. The truck was originally black, but we sanded the black paint off. I shouldn't say it was originally black. It came to the shop black. Somebody had painted it black. We sanded all the black paint off to the original paint. This is original 1955 blue paint on here. TCI front suspension, which we had to completely make ourselves because nobody makes anything for F350. This is a 1955 F350. And did the horizontal 4-link rear suspension, Curry 9-inch, TKO 600 transmission with Hammerhead Hemi 427 small block, 650 horse at 6,300 RPM on pump gas, 91 octane. So it's a fun build. The owner's really happy with it, I think. He always smiles when he's driving it, so sounds good to me.
My name's Harold Firo. I own Firo Headers. How it all started out was basically we were looking for stuff to do for ourselves and we couldn't afford to do it for nobody else. We started building our own stuff. As people came about, we did everything that we had to make everybody else happy because sometimes people couldn't afford it. So it was a learning curve and experience throughout the whole duration. It's brought us to where we are today and building headers from all custom stuff from, for example, this truck, to everything's all custom application. Where you have no shelf stuff, everything is built per application, per car. You can get at the spark plugs, you can get the header bolts, they're user friendly. Materials are, we've been using stainless works materials since 2013. We're doing a little bit of performance or pro fabrication materials for the zoomy stuff that you're seeing on TV and stuff like that, but 90% of it's all stainless works material. As we've gotten known by different people and like that, we started doing stuff on Street Outlaws from Oklahoma to New Orleans to Memphis. We just recently came back from Memphis and doing Dennis Bailey's car, the Silverback Gorilla. We did Gangster's car, the Camaro, Hercules, JJ's car Heifer, the one that Tricia drives, we've done that. Those are all done within the last year. This vehicle here, the 1955 Ford, this is a special application, which is all the stuff we do is all special application. Based on tight fit. They don't make a lot of the headers that we make for the cars that we have to work on because they just don't make them for engine displacement, engine height, engine location, different frames, all that stuff is all varies for each application, and that's what we do. We custom build each car header for each car based on the horsepower level, the rating, what it's used for, if it's a nitrous car, a blower car, naturally aspirated. All these car headers are different between the two or three cars or motor size. And this particular one, this one came, this is a Hemi-headed small block Ford, which is in production. It's all custom aftermarket, head, cylinder, everything's aftermarket. So they can't even buy a header for this truck off the shelf. They have to, everything's got to be custom made. So that's what we did. We fit everything in there. We talked to the engine builder, Dan from AEC in Green Lake. He told us what he was looking for a header. We built it to his specification in this particular application so that everything would fit, work. When they dynoed it, it was what they were asking for. So we work right with the engine builders. We don't just make something and say, here you go. It's based on everybody's involved. We can be seen on social media at Firo Headers, on Instagram at #FiroHeaders. If you have any questions, message me. I will answer your messages. It's not going to be somebody else. It's going to be me personally. And I really appreciate all the time that you guys spend here.
My name is Mike from Top Fuel Garage. We're out of Kewaskum, Wisconsin. Here at the Motor Mania show with everybody. This is a 1933 Factory 5 build that we've just finished up. Matter of fact, Thursday at like 5:15 in the afternoon. So pretty exciting deadline on that. Just here for the weekend, enjoying every thing that's been going on, and everybody that's here.
Tell me about the cars you brought.
The cars that we brought, we have a 1955 Chevy that we built. We've had that car at SEMA, through the Autorama shows, through Detroit, Chicago. Been showing that car off for this past year. This build here that we just finished up, and the 1951 cab over that we have that we use as a shop truck, so it gets a lot of attention in the area.
And do you have a website? Are you on Facebook?
We do. We have Facebook, Top Fuel Garage on Facebook. You can find us there. Website is topfuelautomotiveservicecenter.com for a website.
Like my mom always said, you go on out there, you act like somebody.
I can't believe another month has gone by, but it has, and here we are, April 2021, and this is our shop update. Let's check out what we got going on this month. This classic Chevy pickup arrived recently, and we're going to be helping the customer get it all together and on the road soon. We just got a bunch of parts in for this 67 Mustang Convertible. It's getting a Coyote engine and a 6-speed manual trans by Tremec. Interesting story about this car. The owner of this car family lived literally a half a mile down the road from where I lived when I was a child in St. Clair, Minnesota. Pretty weird, huh? If you've been watching our videos, you probably recognize this car, my 924 D-Production Porsche from several months back. Anyway, got a little bit of time into it this month, getting ready to fit the Momo racing seats. And we got some fiberglass bumpers that we're putting on the front and the back, which actually takes about 15 pounds off of each end of the car. So pretty excited about that. We got the transaxle in, which is a 944 turbo limited slip transaxle. And we just got the CV joint half shafts in today on Saturday. A new arrival, this 1973 Big Block Corvette. This thing has been in storage for nearly 40 years. It went to the paint shop, or paint jail if you will, and then when it got finished it got chucked in a storage unit. So been in a storage unit for 37 years. We pulled it out of the mothballs this week and we're doing an assessment on it on what all it's going to need. Needless to say, if you store a car, try to be in a heated, climate controlled place, because the metal parts under this thing, they look like cookie crumbs, literally. Some of them had actually fallen right off onto the ground. Pretty crazy. Anyway, we'll have more next month. We've been testing our new independent suspension for more than a year, in this vehicle that we call the SCART, and we made a couple of minor revisions to it. So those revisions have been implemented into the subframe permanently, and we've got that out of here right now, and this is going back together today with the latest version of our independent suspension, which is completely dialed in and ready for production. This is that Chevy 2 Nova that we put the floor pan in last month, and I was showing you some of the rust around the window and so forth. Whenever you have rust issues, the more you get into it, the more you end up finding. So on this one here, there's been a few more surprises, and we've got a few more metal parts coming. Fortunately, they make most of the reproduction parts for this. So outer wheelhouse was a little bit of a surprise. The other side is rusted up quite further than this one, and this panel below the trunk lid is also kind of messed up. So a few surprises, nothing we can't handle, and we've got the metal coming for it, and we should be all brand new metal real soon. This 69 Charger arrived a little while back. Obviously it's getting a G-Machine chassis, which is done now as well, and this is getting stripped down and will be going out to be stripped down, all the old paint off of it. These Mopars are kind of thinner metal and they tend to warp, so this one is going out for a dipping process to have all the paint and rust removed from it. This 78 Trans Am had the original urethane bumper on the front, and it wasn't fitting very well. Fortunately, they make a reproduction one, and we got one of those in, and it fits pretty darn good. So I'm happy about that, and we'll be making metal fender flares for this like we did the other one very soon. We've been fabricating a lot of metal on this Mercedes 450 SLC. We're pretty much wrapped up with the trunk and the rear bulkhead. The fuel tank is in there, the fuel filler neck, etc. Right now we're working on the cowl area, and it seems on this thing, like many other cars, once you dig into it, you find more and more rust, and we did find a lot of rust in the rockers, as well as all the hidden areas that we had to cut things out to make everything fit. And the cowl area is we're trying to get this all straightened out so we have a nice flat surface to attach the firewall. So the next step is to make the firewall on this, and then from there we do the final section of the floor between the front and the rear seat area. On this Chevy too, we've got the LS3 in there, including the drive-by-wire pedal, and we've made all the trans and drive shaft tunnel mods to clear everything. So next step would be mounting the air conditioning and fitting a few more items. This LT4 powered Mustang, we are now working on fitting the air intake system with this big throttle body. Incidentally, I happened to notice that we've got an LT4 here built by Christy Montgomery from the Performance Build Center in Bowling Green, and the Mercedes has an engine built by Jennifer Montgomery. So apparently we might have some sisters building LT4s down there for us. We've been working on a lot of things regarding the plumbing of the Supercharger on this 54 Studebaker. We've got the trans cooler mounted in there. We've got the heat exchanger for the Supercharger. We're working on the pump. We've got the reservoir setting there. Got to find a place to put it. And then we're working on the air intake. So lots of stuff going on in this thing. And once we're done with all the fitting and fabrication, then it's paint and body. We're almost finished with the chassis installation on this Mustang. This one's getting a supercharged Coyote engine. We've installed more items on this Cougar project. We're still waiting for the custom wheels from EVOD Industries, and it has to go across the street to the upholstery shop. So we'll continue to assemble what remaining parts we have, and then it'll be going to interior, and then hopefully the wheels will arrive before it's wrapped up in the interior shop. This Hellcat Monte Carlo is all painted. It looks spectacular with this black and red paint scheme. It's going to be getting the Hellcat dropped in there pretty soon, and then we'll be resuming assembly. So here's another Chevy 2 Nova, and we are putting all the trim on here and doing final assembly. The cool thing about this car is we left all the original trim. It is an original SS convertible. Back then in '63 it had a 6-cylinder. This has an LT4, as you already know, but we're leaving all the original factory trim on it, and that I think makes it really cool. I'm really excited to see this '79 Hurst Olds nearing completion, and I really love the carbon fiber highlights we did in the interior. And it's going to look really great with these gold cup holders that are going in the console with the gold carbon fiber around here. It's going to be great. We're rocking and rolling on this '69 Mustang Coupe. I can't wait to drive it, and I will be driving it real soon. The '74 Nova normally would be sitting here, but they're out test driving it right now. It's completely wrapped up, and the customer's picking it up in a couple of days. On other note, the Hudson is over at the interior shop across the street, and they're finishing up the interior. I did not make it to Scottsdale, Arizona with it. However, the '67 Barracuda did make it to Scottsdale. If you were there, you may have seen it. That's all for this month. Be sure and subscribe and watch us next month.
Be sure to stop by our Facebook fan page to keep up with everything going on with ARS Promotions and ARS-TV.